guys, and welcome back to Asknikkip. I feel like I need to adjust this camera, and I have to burp, so that's cute. All better. Okay, I'm going to jump into today's question. It says, I have been in a relationship for almost 4 months now, and actually the first sentence said, first of all, I love your videos. I tend to jump over those statements because I feel like they're like telling everyone what people are saying. But you know what? I'm going to start acknowledging those statements because I want you guys to know how much I appreciate that. So thank you. I really appreciate that. Anyways, I have been in a relationship for almost 4 months now, and my best friend texted my boyfriend saying that she liked him. I confronted her the next day about it, and she proceeded to say that it was to see if he would tell me. She then texted him saying that she couldn't trust him and that she doesn't like him. I find that it is not her place to be testing my relationship. She is my best friend, but what she did is something very unacceptable to me. What should I do about the friendship? Thanks. Yeah, that's freaking weird. That's a really easy question to answer. Not necessarily easy actions, because I know that it can get tricky sometimes in friendships. And as girls, I feel like we maybe sometimes do things even from like a true motive, and it's just weird to other people. Like, I know I've done a lot of stuff that I'm like, why did I do that? That comes off so differently than how I meant it to come out. So many things that have come across so differently than what I meant and what my intention was. That being said, that is so weird, and I would straight up tell your friend that. Did you already say that you told your friend that? Yeah, I confronted her the next day about it. Okay. I don't know how in-depth your conversation was, but I would consider having another conversation with her depending on how your first conversation went, and tell her, like, look, I feel like that was almost, like, I don't want to insult you, but kind of immature and really out of left field, and it left me feeling really weird towards you in our friendship because I just can't understand how you came to the conclusion of thinking that that was okay to do. So if you could explain it to me and make me understand or show me that you won't do something like that again, then I want to, like, I don't want to say rebuild our friendship because it's not like it's destroyed, but to some extent, I'm really like standoffish now because that threw me for such a loop. So can we talk about this some more and see, you know, what she says? She might freak out on you, and if she does, be very telling, because I think that that is something that it's like, if it was from a genuine, true place, I feel like she'll be like, dude, I don't know, that came off totally different than how it meant it. I'm sorry, I honestly just love you and support you as a friend. I don't know what I was thinking. But if she's like freaking out on you and she's like, I don't know who you think you are, blah, blah, I would consider just distancing yourself, because I find that extremely strange as well. So you're not alone. Now, another thing to approach might be like, I just want to know if you really think that, you know, if you really don't trust my boyfriend, is there something you're not telling me? Is there a reason or a red flag that you've seen to not trust him? Because obviously we've been friends for a while, and, you know, I do value your opinion. And if there's something that you've seen, I would want you to tell me rather than going about it that way. So I want to know, is there something that you've seen? Like, please tell me, and see what she has to say and see if it's valid. And if you're going to ask that question, though, be open to exploring if what she said is true. Don't just be like, she's crazy, whatever she says isn't going to be true. Like, because, you know, I've been in situations, I've told you guys, with friends where I've told them things about their boyfriends and they just don't want to believe it, and it has, you know, it's ended friendships. And I know a lot of girls that have been in that position. You know, it's, people believe what they want to believe, including myself. I'm not even just talking about like people. Oh, people believe that. We all do it. We believe what we want to believe. So those are kind of my thoughts. Let me know in the comments what your guys' thoughts are if you've been in a situation like this. Maybe if you've been the girl texting the guy, and maybe if you can explain her point of view, or even if you just have a totally different opinion than me. That's allowed here, to have totally different opinions. And yeah, so I am going to jump into the Twitter question, and as I'm opening it up, I'm sorry, that is awkward, and I really hope that that gets sorted out soon, because that's not comfortable to go through awkward stuff with a close friend. So here's the Twitter question. It says, what do you do if a boy likes you but has a girlfriend but still flirts with you? Thanks. Okay, don't flirt back and don't make any actions on it. That's what I'm gonna say. You know, I think flirting is very, how do you word this? It can be interpreted differently by a lot of people. I think sometimes when I'm with guys that I really get along with, like we have the same sense of humor, we're both very passionate, to an outsider, I guess it could be called flirting. I am obviously devoted to my husband. He is my best friend, and I've never had anyone accept me or get me the way that Dan does. But I guess you could say it's like we get so like, yeah, and we'll like start joking, and I guess it could be considered flirting when it's just really like awesome conversation and jokes. So, I mean, and to some extent, as long as you know, let me finish that thought. To some extent, that's not bad because you're just talking with someone and you're having a good time, but being very clear in your brain that it is not something else, you will not cross a line, and don't even make that line like, oh, I'll go to this, I'll go to that. It's just like, no, we're just friends that get along. Like, that's fine, but if someone is making a move on you, you draw the line. It's like, whoa, buddy, you have a girlfriend. I'm not that kind of girl. I'm not down with like doing that to other girls, and I don't ever want to be the other girl that's hooking up with someone in a relationship. And if he's doing that, and if you do happen to like him, which you didn't say he did, but if you did, just know he will do that to you too. I think it's a lie that we tend to believe or justify for ourselves when we think that if someone's doing that, we're just the special ones and they would never do that to us. I think it's telling of who the person is more than who you are in your relationship with them. Because if someone really likes someone, I'm kind of going off on a side tangent, but if someone really likes someone, they would end a relationship and they would go about it the right way, because they would have integrity about it. They wouldn't just stay with that person and drag that person's emotions and feelings on whilst having this thing with you on the side, because that's not respectful to that person and that's not respectful to you. And if a person has integrity, they're aware of that. At least that's my opinion. And I feel pretty firm about that. Obviously, you guys are allowed to have different opinions and chime in with those below. But that's my thought on that. So that is it, guys. Send your messages and your questions to asknikkip@gmail.com. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. And if you haven't been having a good day, I hope your day gets better. Go and drink some tea and take a shower or a bath. Relax. Listen to some inspiring podcasts. If you believe in prayer, pray. And I will see you all very soon. And yeah, bye, guys.